And he was front and center in that conversation. His cousin, Nikia Aldridge, was a mother, as I said, of 4 children. Her baby was not hurt. Unfortunately, shootings like this are nothing new to Chicago. According to the Chicago Tribune, 2,739 people have been shot in the city since the beginning of the year. That's an average of 11 people being struck by a bullet every single day. To talk more about this growing violence problem, I'm joined by civil rights attorney and law professor Avery Friedman, as well as criminal defense attorney Richard Herman. Good to see both of you gentlemen. Our hearts are just going out to the Aldridge family, the Wade family as a whole. And so Richard, you know, when there are shootings of this caliber, I mean, shootings period, the conversation almost immediately goes to gun laws, restrictive, whether they're restrictive or not, etc. You know, and Illinois apparently is on record as having very restrictive gun laws, but its neighbor state, Indiana, does not, according to some, and authorities say that's where a lot of the guns in Chicago are coming from. This week, the governor of Illinois signed a new law that increases the penalty for those bringing guns into the state to sell illegally. Is that part of this equation? I mean, we may not know necessarily right now in terms of the Aldridge case, but when you talk about violence overall, the murder rate, the gun violence overall in Chicago, is this a fair argument to make?
I don't know, Fred. It could be a lot of speculation with that argument. But here's the point. If you are a genuine protest group and you are concerned about unnecessary murders in the United States, Chicago is ground zero. And like you said, at this point this year, there's almost as many murders in Chicago as there was all of last year. Every 2 minutes, there's a shooting. Roughly every 12 minutes, there's a murder in Chicago. It's unbelievable. The detective force is depleted, the budget is depleted, and there's a federal Department of Justice investigation against the police department in Chicago. We're beyond dialogue at this point, Fred, and we're beyond rhetoric. I mean, there is an epidemic. There needs to be protests in Chicago, and this matter needs to be addressed. It's sad that it takes the shooting of an innocent young woman who's related to a basketball superstar to bring attention to this, but at least the attention is there now, and someone's got to do something about this. It's out of control.
We have that tweet, actually. You know, Donald Trump using this to underscore his message earlier, and he says Dwayne Wade's cousin was just shot and and was killed walking her baby in Chicago. Just what I have been saying, African Americans will vote Trump. This is Donald Trump, his response today on the heels of this tragedy. Richard?
Yeah, African Americans are not going to vote for Trump. He's got less than 1%. He'll probably get 0%. He's irrelevant. 60% of the murders in Chicago are gang-related. Obviously, the city can't handle this. It's out of control. The National Guard should be brought in. Serious steps should be made here, more than dialogue. It is a true epidemic, and people are being slaughtered there. As we are on air right now, there are shootings. It's out of control, Fred, and I believe the National Guard has to come in. It's that severe.
Richard Herman, Avery Friedman, we'll leave it right there. Thank you so much, gentlemen. Always good to see you.
Thank you, Brett.